Peace, guys. My name is Jazz the Medium, and I am back with another video. And I would like to talk about the difference between a psychic and a medium. I would like to start by saying, and those who study the two, they hear it all the time. All psychics are not medium, but all mediums are psychic. And I think it's because it's the level that they're able to tap into. Like, our mediums have to be intuitive in order to tap into the psychic realm. Don't get me wrong, all mediums do not do psychic readings. And also some psychics have the capability, they have mediumship abilities, but they're not medium. So basically they could sense a spirit. They can probably even get a name sometimes. They can tell you certain things, but they can't like really give and receive messages like some mediums can. So mediums, like the word, we serve as a medium between this reality and other forms of reality or the spirit realm. So basically mediums have the ability to receive messages from loved ones or friends that have crossed over or transitioned or passed away, and we're able to give you these messages. So we're able to communicate with them, and we're able to pull information and give you evidence of the information that we pull. It's also a great way to show that, after we leave this place, because we all have an expiration date, after we leave this place, there is another place that we go to, or there is another form of existence that we go to. And mediums have the ability to tap into those forms. The interesting thing about mediums is that we not only have the ability to tap into ancestors that have passed away or that are deceased, we can also tap into other realms, angelic realms, spirit guides, and things of that nature. Now, I will put this disclaimer out that not all mediums do that, but some do. I am one that can do that. But most of the time, people who come see me, they want to speak to somebody that passed away that they miss. Psychics. Now, psychics connect to you. They connect to me, when I connect to people, I feel like it's like their aura, like the energy that surrounds them. Like I'm able to be in tune with that. And I'm able to, when you connect to a person that way, you're able to either give them information or there's no way that you could have known that's in the past or presently. And sometimes, or more than often, you can predict the future. I am not one of those readers that believe that everything is I don't subscribe to readers that say that all my readings are 100%, everything is 100% accurate, because and we live in a world of probability. People can make choices, things can change and of that nature. You know what I mean? And sometimes I've seen instances where I've given readings and a decision might be twofold. Like you might see a person at a fork in the road. So depending on what direction they go in, it depends on where it goes. But I can only speak from my experience as a reader. Oftentimes, mediums, they can connect with deceased loved ones. They can see clear pictures by holding items that belong to that person, or just sitting in front of that person or hearing their voice. Or some of us can look at pictures and we can receive messages that way, or just sometimes being in a room. Also, oftentimes, mediums before they give readings, the ancestor may come to them beforehand. Like I've had times where that morning I would know that I would have a reading coming, and the person that I'm supposed to connect with, like their loved one, will be with me before then. So you might hear me say, you know what, your grandmother's been with me all morning, or I think I connected to your father earlier. Or sometimes it might jump a reading. Like let's say I'm reading one lady, and I'll see like maybe a son. Like, did you lose a son? Did you lose a son? And she'll be like, no, I didn't lose a son. But it'll be for the reading after that. So they know, and that's a way that we connect. I personally don't need items, or I don't need to sit in front of you to read you. I can read you over the phone. I don't have to see your face. I can read you blindly. As a matter of fact, I say about 98% of my readings are over the phone, especially in the COVID era. I do read at a booth at a flea market, and I might get some there, but most of the time people like to call me over the phone. And I do video conferencing too, which those are much better. It makes it more personable. Psychics, we can use all types of divination. Like some use tarot cards. I'm not your typical tarot reader. Like tarot card, there are certain tarot readers that go completely by the meanings. And even though I have a basic idea of the meanings, I typically don't use divination, but some readers do. And I like tarot because it can be very specific, especially if you're really versed at reading them. I look for other symbolism, and I use the cards for confirmation. They might use oracle cards. Some readers might use a pendulum, which is kind of like it might have a crystal or something, and it dangles and it'll swing yes or no for what you want. Popular on TikTok now, you got bone throwing and people reading bones. I actually have a little trinket bag I used to use to read. People read coffee grounds, tea leaves. They do I Ching, cowrie shells. There are so many different forms of divination that you can read. You know, you can spill your food on the ground and I could probably read your food. By the way it falls on the ground, I can look at your food and be like, oh, well. So just remember that all of those are just tools, and it's you that possessed the energy to read those people. But the main difference between a psychic and a medium is that a medium is able to connect with the deceased loved ones. Now, psychics on a higher level, they do receive impressions and stuff like that. And a lot of them even develop into mediums. If I'm not mistaken, and if I'm wrong, I'll correct myself later. But one of my favorite psychics, psychic John Holland, I read his life story, and he started off as a psychic reader. And he developed into a great medium, you know. So some people start off like a certain way, and I think he had a car accident maybe that kind of changed his life. He was in a pretty bad car accident. I tell you, tragedy can bring a lot of people, their gifts come out through tragedy. Mine was anaphylaxis. I almost died, but I always had gifts since I was little, but they went away. That's another story. I'm rambling again. And they went away and they came back after I went into anaphylaxis and lost consciousness. I feel like I died and came back. Then boom, dead people. Kind of like that, but like that, kind of. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here with my good friend. Oh, I know y'all like, why is she laughing about death? You know, what you deal with death, you're not afraid of it no more. I've been a nurse for 15 years. I've seen a lot of death, and then I talk to the deceased. It's not a fear for me anymore. But anyhow, everyone's different. So even if you, just to wrap this up, even if you have psychic abilities, you can develop yourself into a psychic medium. Okay? So I don't want you to ever think that you cannot like bring your gifts higher. Like I always aim higher. So I'm always challenging myself to do better or work at a higher rate. Especially if I see things in other psychics that I like or see things that they do. Like right now I'm perfecting names. Like, you know, because my names be sounding jarbled. Like I get Barbara, but it be Bobby, you know, but I'll be close. So right now my goal is to perfect names and dates. That's my thing. So I can give you like seasons. Like I know it's fall or spring, but I want to be like, you know what, in September, you know, I'm getting there. So I'm still developing myself. I think I'll stop developing when I die. Well, shoot, even after that, we still develop. According to Dr. Michael Newton, Journey of Souls, great book, great breed. So psychics, psychics, they read you and your energy, and mediums connect with other places. So we serve as a medium in between two different places. I hope this video helped. I'm sorry if I rambled a little bit. I'm just quite in the mood to talk before I go to bed. If you want more content like this, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to deliver more videos. I think I need to start talking more about some of the things that I do, and maybe even tell a few stories. Peace.